Kyle goddamn Pitts sending people to the next round of the playoffs, or sending them home, or advancing them in the toilet bowl. Yeah, I just looked and he had over 55 points in our tight end premium dynasty leagues. So you have him. Would you rather lose, your team losing to the Falcons, but Kyle Pitts puts up 55 points for you, or would you rather that your team win? Which way are you going?
Like I just told you right before the stream started, I mean, if the Bucks can't beat the Saints and the Falcons tonight, like they're not going to do shit in the playoffs. It's always those divisional games, man, like for these guys. So, yeah, it is what it is. It gives me a chance against Rip Lips, though. So,
yeah, basically evened out that matchup according to the projections, right? Oh no, it says you're up a slight favorite now. So you must have been a pretty big underdog, huh?
I was. It was like 70-30.
Damn. And that's all it takes is one. I mean, that's an insane game for Pitts. 11 catches, 166 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Hey, you know what that means, though? He only needs one more to get to 5.
Let's go, and then stop. And then stop. I mean, you look at his season now, and you're right. Okay. You look at his season now, and so going into this game, he had 60 for 600 and 1 touchdown. So now 630. So now he's going to be at 73 catches for 800 yards and 4 touchdowns, like with 3 games to go. So he might have to be 1,000-yard player. That's kind of crazy. I was trying to figure out, it took me a minute. I was like, Falcons are eliminated, but if they win this game, they're only 2 back of the Panthers and Bucks with 3 to go. But then I remember the Panthers and Bucks play each other twice. So like at worst they split, and either they split or one person goes 2-0. I guess. What happens if they tie?
Wait, you're talking about for the Falcons?
Yeah, they're officially eliminated. I heard it on the broadcast, and then I checked. But they're only 2 games back, right? With 3 to go. They're 2 games back about the Panthers and Bucks. Panthers and Bucks. Panthers still have to play. Like if Panthers lose, let's just say this week, they're 2 games back with 3 to go, right? Why can't the Falcons win out and the Panthers and Bucks tie both the games? Wouldn't that get and then lose the rest? Like, wouldn't that give the Falcons 8 wins instead, and then the Panthers and Bucks are at 7? I don't know. Well, maybe I'm missing something there, but unlikely that you tie twice and lose out, but it's still possible. So I feel like they shouldn't be technically be eliminated, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not smart enough. I'm missing something there. I didn't really look far into it. I was just kind of like, that doesn't seem to make sense. Jeff, likely or Juwan Johnson? The answer is Kyle freaking Pitts. I actually have the same decision in our home redraft league. Picked up likely this week because of the matchup. I feel like I'm going to go likely because of like the Bengals are just like they're giving up so many points to tight ends. But it's very, very close. Do you have a lean here?
Not a strong one. Like we're starting to see some good usage from likely the last couple of weeks. I mean, we've kind of seen it most of the season with Juwan Johnson. Nothing like super crazy, but I feel like I want to go Juwan Johnson.
Bengals on the season have given up the most points to tight ends, 24.11 points. I'm not sure if that's PPR or half. The second place is Seattle at 16, less than 16 and a half. The Bengals are giving up 8 points a game more than the second worst team, which is insane. Over the last over the last month, they've given up close to 27, just under 27 points per game.
Yeah, but you got to split that between two guys, though.
True. But, I mean, Bills did it last week with 3 guys, and I think all 3 of them were good. Jackson Hawes even, he had one, he caught a touchdown, basically. Jackson Hawes caught a touchdown. Dalton Kincaid had 40 for 1, and then Knox had, it was like 90 yards and 5-6 catches or something. And I think I want to say that just happened to another team. Oh, I think it was the Steelers, and like their 3 guys like went off. Their 3 tight ends went off there, so I'm probably going to go Likely because of that matchup.
I'm just kind of looking through who they played and everything, and I'm like, no one that crazy, honestly. So, yeah, I wouldn't fault you for it. You got to figure Baltimore has more touchdown upside, but it's not necessarily going to go to Likely. Like, he just barely got his first one, so it's a little fluky to think that way, I guess. But it can happen, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's very close. I'm probably going to go with Likely in my own team. So, I have to give you the advice of what I'm going to do. I do think Juwan Johnson was playing a little bit less as well. I don't think it's anything concerning. I'm just going to double check here. Okay, last game he was at 53.4% of the snaps. That's a little concerning. A big drop off. He was basically hovering around 75% most of since basically like week 6. And then he dropped about 20%. So I don't know what that was about really. Maybe it was because they were winning. I don't know. I'm going to go Likely, Jeff. So I think it's very close though. Kyle Pitts is the worst. Yeah. People are hating him, man. People are hating him.
I actually I thought the only leagues where I had Kyle Pitts, I was on bye weeks until I saw the Zeus league. And I was like, oh shit, that's right. Tight end premium.
I don't have Pitts on any team, so I didn't. Yeah, I know he was like decent this year. I mean, he's tight end 10 on the year, 14 in points per game. I mean, obviously he's going to shoot up now, but like heading into this, he was a low end tight end 1. He kind of like he had a 3-week stretch there, weeks 10, 11, 12, where he was pretty bad. But other than that, like he was pretty consistent. I mean, obviously you want more than 8 points in PPR, but I think for a tight end, that's not like the end of the world. So yeah, interesting. Regretting that Kyle Pitts trade now, Mr. Brand. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what remind me what it was, but that Pitts is back. Yeah. Was he ever gone? Maybe Cousins is the key. Started McBride over Pitts and Frosty's upset. Yeah, what were you thinking, Frosty? What the hell were you thinking? Hey, McBride could still outscore him. Imagine. I want to say, like, who was it? What tight end had a huge game this year? And they were talking about it like, oh, this might have been the greatest tight end game ever. But then they looked it up and it was like Kellen Winslow from the Chargers in like the 80s had a better game or something.
Was it Tucker Kraft? I know he had a real huge one.
Maybe.
Maybe not as big as I thought.
Bowers had Brock Bowers, actually.
Yeah, I was like, he had a 3-touchdown game, I think.
Yeah, it was Bowers. It was 43.3 in PPR. I mean, well, I guess Pitts. I'm thinking of tight end premium. I guess he wasn't quite there. But what did he have? 130, so 13, 11, so 24, and then 3 touchdowns. So what, 42? He's right there, 42 points or so.
Yeah, right around 42.
Yeah, insane. Starting McBride over Pitt is so tough. Yeah. It's just the things you can't predict, man. Like literally, like there's a good chance a lot of people get knocked out because of Kyle Pitts, and that's why it's like getting to the playoffs is skill. Winning the championship in single game eliminations is kind of a lot of, obviously there's some skill involved, but there's a lot of luck. Week to week matchups are kind of luck involved. Over the course of a season, it evens out, I think, a little bit with skill and luck. But I was kind of thinking about like how can we have the best, because I really like 2 week matchups for championships. I mean, I would like it for the entire playoffs, but the only way to do that is to limit the amount of teams that can go in. I was trying to think about a way to do it with like still allowing 6 teams, still having three rounds. And I was thinking, what if we do something like the championship is like week 17 and 18, but you only take like the top score from one of those weeks. You're not like combining both totals. You're just like taking whatever week you scored higher in. I don't know if that would be fair or not. I was just trying to think of like solutions to this. Because you can't start it a week early because there's bye weeks and stuff. I don't want to have just 4 teams in a 12-team league. And so I don't know, just kind of tossing around away. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but why do we not have that many viewers? Yeah, I mean, actually, I think we do all right for our live streams comparatively to our subscriber count. Like, if you look at other channels that have percentage of subscribers that watch. So, but we're a small channel, and we'll get there. But appreciate you, Carson, for being here. Start Strange or Loveland this week, full PPR. A lot of tight end questions, huh? Strange or Loveland? I think it's Strange, right?
Yeah, it still is. Like he's out there more. I mean, they're kind of having similar weeks, like week to week in general. A little less crowded in Jacksonville. Maybe maybe that's not exactly true with Brian Thomas, Jacoby, and Travis Etienne.
And Parker Washington, if he's playing.
I guess. Is he though?
I don't know. He didn't last week?
No, he didn't.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I think I'm going to lean Strange.
Yeah, matchup is, I mean, on paper is tough, although it does say Cleveland over the last month, about 15 points per game to tight ends, which is in the top 7-ish. So let's see for the season. For the season, they're more middle of the pack. Yeah, I'm going to go Strange as well. He's been pretty consistent with Lawrence. Lawrence is playing well. I'll give him credit. I shit on Lawrence a lot, but I'll give him credit when he plays well. Strange has been pretty involved. I mean, we talked about it earlier, but he only has kind of one dud game in terms of like targets and stuff. Other than that, he's getting 4 or more, and he's, consistent, good chance to get more than, 5, which is good. By the way, Mike Evans, if you started him, I think a lot of shallow league people that made the playoffs probably didn't start him, if I had to guess, because you probably have a good team if you made the playoffs. But deeper leagues, like in our listener leagues, I started him, and you're extremely happy, and you're probably starting him if you move on from here on out. 12 targets. I don't know what his snap count was. I know he was in and out, but 6 for 132 is awesome to see. He's probably going to catch more than 50% of his passes. He's going to catch a touchdown more often than not. Ibuka didn't kill you, 4 for 64. It wasn't a boom game, didn't kill you. Godwin got the touchdown at the and the 2-point conversion. Bucky Irving, a little bit unfortunate that Sean Tucker was vulturing the red zone stuff. He got one of the touchdowns. I know they targeted on a pass Bucky Irving in the end zone. It got kind of tipped, or Baker's arm got hit as he threw it. So not a great game from Bucky. I mean, 71 total yards with just 1 catch is not great. So Falcon sides of things, I mean, Bijan's just awesome. Like, there's nothing, just watching him play is just beautiful, man. Like, he's so good. So damn good. And then obviously Kyle Pitts going off. So start 1 wide receiver, 1 flex, full PPR, J-Mo Burden. Is that Garrett Wilson? And Breece Hall. is Garrett Wilson playing?
His practice window still hasn't even opened. So
Okay, he's not even practicing.
no.
Is there another Wilson I'm missing? Michael Wilson. Is it Michael Wilson? It probably is, right?
If it is Michael Wilson, it's
Okay,
JMO
yeah.
and Michael Wilson. If no, Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
And if Marvin Harrison's back, then it's Brees Hall and JMO.
Yeah, I mean, you could still even maybe make an argument for Michael Wilson, to be honest. Marvin Harrison has not practiced the first 2 days, so yeah, I agree with that. I believe JMO for sure. Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson's the easy start without Marvin Harrison. He's just been a monster. And then I think it's close still for me, but the fact that I think Tyrod and Justin Fields aren't going to play, it sounds like, right? That's an easy avoid Brees.
Yeah, I think this is definitely ask us again on Saturday when we know who the starter there is. Like that would help.
Mm-hmm.
But so you're going to start Burden over Brees if Marv is back and it's Brady Cook as the starter? Or are you still starting Michael Wilson?
No. So if Marvin Harrison's out, Michael Wilson's a must start.
No. Yeah, I'm saying okay. So I think
I was laying it all out.
Like no contentions, I guess. Like he's either the flex or the wide receiver.
Yeah.
Right. And so let's say Marvin Harrison's in and Brady Cook is the starter for the Jets. Are you going Burden over the other two?
No.
Okay. You're still going Michael Wilson.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Brees is if Tyrod or Fields is playing, I would consider Brees over like JMO if Marv was out. There's a lot of like ifs.
Yeah.
Like if Marv was out, like that's what I was saying. Like Marv out is easy Wilson, and then I think there is a conversation between JMO and Brees if one of those quarterbacks are playing. But if it's Brady Cook, then and if it's Brady Cook, I think it's easy JMO Wilson, whether Marv's there or not for me. So
okay, well, yeah, for me it's JMO's the easy one, no matter what. And then I don't know. There's too many like other moving parts. So ask us again on Saturday morning or Sunday morning stream when we know who the starter for the Jets are and if Marv is going to play, I would say.
Let's say both those things, like Cook is playing and Marv is in. Are you going Burden then at that point, or are you sticking with Michael Wilson?
I think I might go Burden, honestly.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, there was a game.
Just every game that Marv has played with Michael Wilson, he's basically done nothing. Like even the one game, like he even had the big game, right? Marv, or he had 2 big games, right? And then Marv came back and then still 7 targets, but 3 for 36.
Yeah, I think the 7 targets is encouraging.
Yeah.
Like encouraging enough for me to that combined with what he's done. I think I'm okay starting him over Burden,
Yeah.
But I get it too. Like I get that he hasn't put up a good game with Marv playing essentially. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a Sunday one there. But start 2 wide receivers, 1 flex. He also says JMO's in here. So 2 wide receivers, 1 flex. So let's start with the wide receivers. We got Waddle, Diggs, and JMO, and Flowers. Flowers is in between those running backs. So Waddle, Diggs, Jameson, and Flowers. I think it's Jameson and Waddle. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm flexing Harvey.
Flexing Harvey out of these guys here. Full PPR does make it, Gentie's been kind of saving his games a little bit with the catches. Tough matchup, I think. I don't know. I mean, Philly's kind of a weird one. RJ Harvey has a tough matchup. Is it ever Flowers against Cincinnati? I probably go Harvey as well. I think it's really close though with those. Like JMO and Waddle are kind of easy. That flex is kind of hard for me, to be honest. So I think I would go Harvey, but I'm not like super confident he's gonna be better than those other guys. These Christmas trees on this background definitely look like spider webs. I keep looking at them,
Oh
like
shit, they do.
at just like a glance.
Mhm.
Fire Bowls time, so that's nice. Maybe I don't know if they will though.
Yeah. So just to like touch on, sorry, Akasha,
I think it's like
Akasha,
Akshay.
yeah. So a couple of their questions involve Jameson Williams, right? So I think he's the easy start in both leagues. I'm assuming it's two different leagues, given like the context of the question. But I mean, 6 or more targets every game since Dan Campbell took over play calling, right? In all of them except for one, right? The goose egg against the Giants, which is just weird, you know.
Yeah, in overtime really, too.
Yeah. So I just think like they're gonna have to throw to try and keep up with the Rams. Obviously, the defense is scary and everything. But I think he's going to be heavily involved. Like I'm not banking on 100+ yards, but you know, he's basically, you know, Christian Watson with more targets, you know, like he can score at any point from any point on the field. Like we've seen that is a big part of his game, and on a really good offense, you know, a little more concentrated target. So I think he's kind of the easy one.
Yeah. Yeah. And he generally, I would say, has more upside than a guy, definitely than like Luther Burden and Breece Hall at this point. I mean, not Michael Wilson without Marv, but yeah, he's been really good since Campbell took over. You said Campbell took over, was it the Minnesota game on November 2nd or the
I didn't actually look that up. I thought it was after the bye.
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was, but it could have been the Washington game, which is even better, you know, because like that 4 for 66 and a touchdown the first game after the bye, it's like, yeah, you're happy with that for sure. But every game after that, except for the goose egg, was better.
Looks like it was the 9th. So the Washington game.
Okay.
So yeah. Gank.
That reminds me, you know, like I don't know if you ever heard Lucy. That's my daughter for the listeners, where she like for the longest time, it's like, are you saying damn? And she's like, no, I'm saying dang. And it's like, what? Like she's like saying dang supposedly, but it totally sounds like damn. And we're like, no one says it like that. Like you're like pretending to swear. Like either just say it or don't. You know, like
yeah.
It's like it's always a funny getting away with.
Yeah, it's always funny when kids like, yeah. I mean, we all do it. Like replace bad words with another word. It's like the intention is all still the same, right? Like, you know, it's just the word is considered bad. Like frick. It's like we know what you're like saying or the intention of it, but yeah.
Yeah. Like she'll say Shiza Minnelli because of her mom. It's like you just want to say shit. And Shiza does mean shit, doesn't it?
Like in German? In German, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you're just swearing in other languages now. It's like, I don't know. I never really cared that much. I mean, she's only 11, so it's like, all right, tone it down a little bit. But
it's like know when to use it, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, yeah.
Well, I think she was only like 2 years old where I was kind of messing with her and she like ran into her room like upset where Bree was folding clothes and I walked in there and she was like, get fuck out of my room. And like And we just busted up laughing because it's like, well, she used it correctly. Like I should get fuck out of her room.
It's awesome. Gank here. I'm kind of curious how you made the playoffs here.
Well, it's got to be like his flex or her flex, right?
Yeah, in a pretty deep league, maybe. I mean, or maybe
Someone
got
got
some
hurt.
injuries. Yeah. So
Brady Cook is an option. It's a super flex spot.
Yeah, I think it's a super flex.
Oh man,
say, do we go Brady Cook?
I guess. I mean, if it's super flex and that's an option, then yes. It's funny. In our, I don't know how standard our QB scoring is, but he scored a quarter of a point last week, even though he played 90% of the snaps. It was 14 completions for 163 and 2 picks, 1 rushing attempt for nothing.
And this is in
Zeus. I just have that open because I'm like using it to just see people's stats real quick.
And that was better than Jalen Hurts. So
yeah,
Jalen Hurts negative 0.8 or -7 in my other league. Yeah, I mean, okay, so let's think here. If he just throws for 150 yards and a touchdown, that's 10 points in 4-point per passing touchdown, assuming no turnovers and stuff.
Yeah, pretty standard.
I think that probably outscores Stevenson and DK. I mean, to me, it's either Stevenson or Cook. Even though I like DK, but I'd probably go Brady Cook, as gross as that is in the super flex.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, like how far down the list of backup quarterbacks in your super flex spot do you go? You know, because we always say, like we've talked about, like the power of starting quarterbacks in your super flex spot. You know, it's like obviously you always want to do that, but do you in this case? Like, that's really tough.
Yeah, it is. If you're worried about Cook there, and I don't blame you, Gank, I would go Stevenson. That would be my next option.
I mean, they are playing Buffalo. The Patriots are, you know, terrible run defense, right? Like still, even over the last 4 weeks.
Let's see. Yeah, they're in like 10th or something.
Okay, so not completely terrible. Closer to the middle of the pack than absolutely terrible. But I think I think I might start Ramondre.
Yeah, that's fine to go Ramondre.
Hopefully you had Kyle Pitts and to help make up for some of this.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say something and I totally forgot. Oh, is Phillip Rivers not on the waiver wire? Because I would pick up Phillip Rivers because he's going to play.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, why do you come back if you're not going to play? Like Phillip Rivers is not coming back to be a backup quarterback. Like,
well, I don't know if he's going to
maybe.
I don't know.
He plays this week.
I guess he could have just. I was going to say veteran presence or whatever. It's like you don't have to sign to the practice squad for that. So,
yeah, he's going to play. Apparently, so him and Shane Steichen, the head coach of the Colts, are good friends. I know Shane Steichen was the offensive coordinator or quarterbacks coach in San Diego. He was like a defensive assistant in San Diego, like in the early 2010s, and then was like something offensive related. Yeah, offensive quality control coach from 14 to 15. Quarterbacks coach from 16 to 19. So that was all with Rivers. Interim offensive coordinator in 19 with Rivers. And then apparently Rivers, you know, he was coaching high school. And apparently he was running Shane Steichen's offense with his high school team. So like he knows this offense essentially is what it all boils down to. So I can't imagine the Colts are going to roll with Riley Leonard if I think Rivers would give them a better chance, as crazy as it is. And I hope he does play.
They are playing to save their season, obviously.
Yeah, it just sucks he has to play Seattle in Seattle, and I think it's going to be like cold and wet
Would he
shit.
become the oldest player in the NFL if he does start? I mean, he's 44.
Yeah, we just looked this up. I thought there was someone.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he would. Aaron Rodgers is the oldest right now at 40. He just turned 42.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers. So, and Rivers just turned 44. So yeah, by a couple of years, he's the oldest. So I hope he plays. I have an emotional attachment to him. Obviously, like me and our dad, and as time passes, there's be less links to like us in football players, and Rivers is probably the strongest one of them. So it'd be cool to like, what, he's just coming back and after 5 years or whatever. But
over under 5.5 catches for Jonathan Taylor if Rivers starts.
Over, man. Rivers always just like peppered running backs, dude. Like even in his prime, he would pepper the hell out of running backs. So I'd say over, even though it's a lot. So is that that's not what it like it's set at or something? That was just what you were saying, like setting it?
Just because 5 was the most catches he's had all season. So
yeah. Derek, he says he's been rolling with Tyler Warren all season, but I'm a little nervous this week at Seattle. I did pick up Likely as a backup plan. Any suggestions? I don't mind pivoting to Likely there. Seattle is, we talk about Cincy and how bad they are at tight ends. Like Seattle's the next team that's really bad against tight ends. So I don't mind either one, to be honest. I think for safety, you probably go Likely, especially if Riley Leonard is the starter for the Colts. If it's Rivers, I'd feel more comfortable with Warren, but I think Likely is a good enough option to pivot to. So to like avoid the risk. Yeah, I mean, it's playoffs, right? You got to win. Like you can't get goose eggs. You can't get like, I think Likely is going to give you. I think the floor for Likely is better. And I think their upside is like similar-ish. Like I don't think Tyler Warren's had like huge games at all this year. He's just been like super consistent, right?
I mean,
so
if you set the line
I think
at 63 yards, it's 1, 2, 3. I picked that because that's still a good game, and one of his games is 63 yards. 6, 7. Oh shit! I just did that.
7.
Yeah, no, it's actually 6. I don't even know where I got the 7th game. I guess I just wanted to throw it in there. So he's got 6 games with 63 or more yards. Basically 4 or more catches in every game except for the last 2 and 1 in week 3. So
yeah, but now we're talking about either Riley Leonard or
I know it's
a 44-year-old Rivers.
Yeah.
Against Seattle. So like this week, I think his floor is lower, and he hasn't had a huge game at all this year. Like 17 points looks like 18 points. So
8 for 99, 6 for 63, and a touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah. So he hasn't had like a 20-point game in PPR.
So did you say Seattle is a hard matchup, or I thought you said second easiest?
They're like the second. They give up the second most points to tight ends on the season. At 16.5 over the last 4 weeks. They're about 10th-ish. Again, not knowing who they played, but I know they played McBride at least once over the season. So, I'm fine with going with Likely just because of the floor stuff.
They played Kyle Pitts, who we know is really good. TJ Hawkinson, who is really good also. And Chico Conquo. And whoever the hell the Rams have, Colby Parkinson, Davis Allen, and the third guy.
I think the Rams, all 3 of their guys actually like did well against Seattle, if I remember correctly. Terrence Ferguson, the rookie.
Yeah,
they have Davis Allen.
I don't know. I think I'm going to start Warren. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're going to go Warren?
I think so. But I get what you're saying. So I guess go with Mike. Nah.
Yeah, I'm just saying like similar upside, I would say, and better floor for Likely, in my opinion. So I think it's very close. But you're going to Likely if it's Riley Leonard, right? Or you're still going Warren,
I think I'm still going to go Warren.
starting for the Colts. Okay. What's up, CLD? Greg, no.
How to destabilize proton using quantum processes. I mean, you definitely got to shoot like a beta particle at something that's quantumly entangled with that proton, right? Which I don't know. What does it have to be, another proton? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can't help you there. Cannot help you there.
Something using positron.
Start Kyle Pitts, Greg. Start Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. Go back in time and start Kyle Pitts. Ooh.
I don't know if this was
Boba Fett. I like.
Is this a typo?
Fett. Sounds delicious.
Well, like it seems like Mango Fett's an actual thing. I looked it up, and there's like a Reddit on it. There's like a Reddit thread on it.
I know Jango Fett, but
well, and the M and J are close to each other on the keyboard, so I wasn't sure if it was like a typo or not. Boba Fett sucks, overrated.
Yeah, he totally sucks.
I don't know his backstory.
Do you get tahini with Mango Fett? Is what the real question is.
Yeah, then it's definitely Mango Fett. Mangoes are probably, when it just comes to pure taste, my favorite fruit. They're freaking delicious. But a little hard to eat sometimes.
Blueberries.
A little hard to eat sometimes. Blueberries are good, but we've already had this debate. I still think banana reigns supreme. Kentucky or Texas? Ooh, I'm going to go Texas.
What, to live in?
I don't know. I think it's just whatever. The name, how it's spelled. Whatever you're feeling, I guess. I went directly to sports. And I think Kentucky doesn't have any pro sports teams, right? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, don't they make baseball bats there?
They do, the Louisville Slugger. I mean, they have some good college teams, like when it comes to basketball and stuff, but no professional sports. So I went Texas.
Is Kentucky the bluegrass state?
Like the nickname?
Yeah.
Sounds right. Let's see here.
I just like the idea of bluegrass, even though I know that's like Boise State or something.
No, you're right. Yeah, Boise State has the bluegrass. One of the teams has like red, and it's atrocious. I mean, the blue is kind of hard to see too.
All right, Derek has a real question here.
Okay,
talking about
he's
going Purdy over Dak.
Nah. Who are the Cowboys playing?
They're playing Minnesota, and so that's kind of the rub, right? Like they've like been destroying quarterbacks the last few weeks. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm mixing this up.
I think you're right.
What are they letting up? Are they number one in the last 4 weeks or something?
They are. Guess how many points?
I heard something about this. I guess I thought I mixed it up. Like looking at it's like under 10 or something, isn't it?
It's 5.43 points.
Yeah.
Who the hell have they played?
It was Jaden Daniels last week, then Darnold, Love, and Caleb. So not complete slouches, but for some reason I thought like Josh Allen was in there or something. Like,
I mean, that's better than like not just like that's formidable. You know, it's not the top guys, but it's good guys that, like, they're starting and considering starting each and every week. You know?
Yeah, I mean those are like low end QB 12 type guys. You know?
Yeah, let's see here, because I don't want Daniels to bring that down too much. Darnold went 128 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Love had 140 yards, no
I started.
touchdowns, no interceptions.
I started him that week. I remember he got like 8 points or some shit.
Caleb had 193, no touchdowns. I might go Purdy because of the argument I made with like Likely and Warren. Like you cannot survive. It's very hard to beat. Like if you get under 15 points, under 10 points from your quarterback, and the other player is a 15, 20 point lead on you from his quarterback, like the other manager you're facing, like it's just so hard to make that up, man. And so I think I'm just going to go Purdy and hope for a safe 15 to 18, or, who knows, maybe he has more.
Jeez, is the last time they let up a passing touchdown against Lamar Jackson in week 10?
Might be.
I mean, I'm only looking at quarterbacks. Like there could have been some goofy shit where, someone out of like, why can't I think of the running back?
It is
taking a direct snap.
Oh, Wildcat.
Yeah.
No, it is because I just went through, like, obviously Commanders, they got shut out, and then the last three, I told you, they're all under 200 yards as well. So Purdy hasn't gone over 20 points this season. That's a good stat.
Must be 4 point per passing touchdown. But I mean, that's legit if that's what you're playing in.
Yeah. But I think with the way the Vikings are seemingly playing, I think it's very, very, again, you're not talking about like just trash cans there. Like Love, Caleb, and Darnold are all legit like quarterbacks, and that should be at least be able to put up, a touchdown and 220 yards or something. So I think Derek, I might go Purdy.
The 2 picks. Okay. I was going to say, how didn't he get it against Jacksonville in week 4? But he threw 2 picks, so that'll do it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm fine with going Purdy over Dak. I think that's a fair enough pivot there. So,
but Dak has played. There's been a few games where he's like come in against like where it's like, shit, do we start Dak against these defenses? And the only defense that has like really shut him down, I guess Philly in week 1, but it was Denver in week 8. Held him to like no touchdowns. In each of those games, he had 0 touchdowns. Every other game, he's had at least 1. Said 3 games.
What were the other defenses?
Every other game was multiple. What's that?
What were what were the defenses we were worried about? Like Broncos?
Well, I was thinking Detroit, Kansas City, Philly. I don't know if these are like really good defenses against QB specifically.
I don't think Detroit is. I think they're really good against running backs. Philly, I mean, yeah, but then you're looking at Philly over the last few weeks, and it's like, well, maybe they weren't as good as we thought.
Yeah.
I mean, Green Bay was in there early in the season. What was it third week of the season, or week 4? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough decision because you know what the upside for Dak is on any given week, but it seems like Purdy might be the safer option.
Titans, I feel like they've been not great against quarterbacks, so about fifth most points given up.
Yeah, I think Purdy is a good enough pivot. Let's put it that way. If you're worried about Dak's matchup,
yeah. And again, I'm fine with it just because it's what I said. It's the playoffs and stuff, And T-Law or Purdy.
Like he said, Trevor's been playing. Yeah, he's been playing a lot better. Multiple touchdowns in every game in his last 4. I'm including his rushing touchdown in week 11 against the Chargers. So, yeah, I think I might go Trevor. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm fine with Trevor here. It's really a coin flip. I was looking at the Jets. They've been actually pretty good against quarterbacks recently, but it was, Tua They kind of ran all over him. Tua's not throwing the ball that much. It was Cousins and his first or second game starting, and then Lamar. And we know what Lamar's kind of been lately. So I'm fine with T Law. I'm fine with either one, to be honest. I think I'd probably go T Law though. I go T Law. Purdy hasn't gone over 20 this season. Yeah. If you need some upside, maybe Lawrence is more of an upside play at this point. So updates on any let's see here. In our leagues, just kind of curious. Like I don't have to go too far into it, but a quick little one. Looks like no. Oh no, it looks like someone did start. Oh no, someone started Cousins. And our other, I think they're out though. Yeah, they're out there. Poseidon. Yeah, the guy who had Pitts was in the toilet bowl. You had Pitts and Zeus. I don't think anything really changed with my feelings towards me and Dad's matchups. I mean, Evans was great. Bucky was disappointing. But I played against the Buka. He was disappointing too.
Yeah, so it balances out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I didn't have as much to do this week because 5 bye weeks, out of my 9 playoff berths. So, and we're only 1 game in. So, not as exciting for me so far, especially because the Bucks lost. So, fuck them.
Yeah. Welcome. But yeah, we'll be back Saturday. Saturday's kind of a long game. I think about it.
Yeah.
We'll be back Saturday morning, maybe a little bit later this time. So join us then, especially Akshay.
10 specific. No, I was going to say 10 specific. 10 Pacific.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ooh.
So 1 Eastern.
Do you think would you rather eat Jacoby brisket or mango fett?
Jacoby brisket.
Yeah, okay. Fair. I guess if it's a snack or a meal. I'm starting Jordan Love.
But Jay Brisket. I might go Brissett now. I think he's going against Houston.
Yeah. So I already knew that one.
Well, Love's playing Denver though, so
yeah,
it's not much better.
Not really, but at least
trust Love a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, at least he has enough weapons, to where they can't like Surtain someone, and then they're all done. I wonder if Josh Jacobs not being there is gonna affect that decision at all. If he's not going to be, he's saying he's day to day. So I don't know. They have a capable enough backup, I guess, in Emmanuel Wilson, who was very hotly discussed in one of our leagues tonight. Yeah. I wouldn't even say hotly. It was just very much like, I'm glad. I like those kinds of conversations.
Yeah. I don't think it would change how I feel about Love if Jacobs is out for 1 game. So
yeah.
I would go Hampton over Rodriguez though. Way more upside with Hampton.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So way more upside and probably a similar floor, to be honest. So
he's gonna catch passes, Hampton.
Yeah, Rodriguez has 1 on the year, I think. 1 target, 1 catch.
2 targets. Yeah, 2 targets, 1 catch.
He's a trap back. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, Madden. But yeah, we are going to take off. I feel like there was something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember. Luckily, actually, let me check. In Marty's league, am I playing Kyle Pitts? Because that would be like 300 points.
I think I have him in Marty's league. And you're not playing me because
You're not
I-
Bjorn the White.
no.
Okay, that's who has him. 78.9 points.
No, you're looking at the wrong one. Oh wait, no. You're looking at the right one. Never mind.
You have him in another Marty league because you got 80
I
points
do.
basically.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's the one league that I'm in that I didn't make the playoffs. But I started
That sucks.
Bijan and he got 44. But no, I don't
You
have.
didn't
Kyle
start
Pitts.
Pitts?
No, I started Trey McBride actually, but I didn't have Pitts.
Oh.
Like you
I
said,
faced
you're in the
Baker.
white. Oh, that's not good. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not good.
27.5. I think that's fine for this league, to be honest.
Yeah, I did see in Poseidon. Brandon started Bijan and he played against Baker, and Bijan actually outscored Baker by about 4.5. So that's a good little cancellation there for your running back to outscore an opposing quarterback in Superflex.
Yeah, although Bijan, I think you expect that against almost all quarterbacks except for kind of the top few, right? So at least he got that. Yeah, I would say anything under 30, I feel like, against QBs. How many QBs is Bijan averaging more points than this?
I mean, he's 10th
Bijan
overall,
in PPR.
so it's probably 7 or 8.
He's averaging 20.3 in PPR. That is better than all but 5 quarterbacks in 4-point per passing touchdown, but that includes Jameis, so really all better than 4.
Oh, come on. What about 6-point per passing touchdown?
Yeah, I'm just going off what it's easy to find. So
how convenient.
I mean, 6-point is probably going to add one. I mean, definitely Hurts, who's at 19.5, and Stafford, who's at 20.2. 18.7. Does it bump you up 2 points per game? Probably, right? Or just a point and a half per game.
Wait, where the hell is he here? Oh, this is total point. Wait, I'm just looking in Poseidon, like the league in question. Like, where the hell is Bijan? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Bijan is, you said 10th overall? Yeah, 10th overall.
That's what it said, but he's way further down in total points. Well, maybe this includes tonight's game, but not the standings. I don't know. Because I see Baker, Trevor, Daniel Jones, Love, Nix, Herbert, Caleb, Hurts, Goff, Drake May, Dak, Mahomes, Stafford, and Josh Allen all above him in total points in that league specifically.
Yeah, they all suck.
All right.
Did they get killed in the toilet bowl? No. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, we're taking off. Appreciate you guys, and we will see you Saturday morning.